I've gotten the highest score at FEI I've ever gotten. We qualified for the regional championship with a horse that I didn't actually think would maybe even make it back into the show ring. As a result of you teaching me the mirror effect, I just walked out of that clinic thinking about that, and I haven't stopped. Because how many times are we as trainers supposed to fix a problem? And that's not actually what we should be doing. And with this particular horse, his name is Rafa, and he was a high performance horse and amazing and talented, gifted. But he was in a really pressurized environment in his lifetime. I'm not sure when. So when I sat on this horse, he was just offering all of these things out of pressure and tension in his body. And I admit that when I first was sitting on him, I thought, oh my God, this is like, we got to fix the biomechanics because this is not right. You look at the horse's top line, you would be like, we need to sort this out. But after I came back from your clinic, I realized that I could offer him the space to feel important for what he knows because he was just offering generously what he thought I wanted. And so you allowed me to think about that in a different way and honor and respect all that he knows and allow him to offer. And it took about 6 months before he let me ride him. I sat on him and he did things. But about 6 months in, we had this one ride where he went, did you have something to say? And I thought, yeah, I do. I'd love to offer you some opportunity to think about some things a little bit differently. And in the last 3 months, we've been to 3 horse shows. I've gotten the highest score at FEI I've ever gotten. We qualified for the regional championships. And we're going to go and we're going to compete among my professional peers at a high level with a horse that I didn't actually think would maybe even make it back into the show ring. And every show, he's offered more and he's transformed even more and he's been more confident. And he's like, look, Ma, look what I can do. And if I hadn't had that opening to consider looking at him in a way that offered him the opportunity to be the expert, I don't think this would have happened quite so quickly. So I'll be thinking of you when I go down center line at the regional championships and celebrating that we're there with my friends and being happy about just having arrived there to begin with a goal of hopefully being in the top 10. That's my goal. But again, celebrating that he was generous enough to offer.